album is titled My Own Skin, and it has already been released in Europe and also in South Africa and in Tokyo.
Well, I heard it's done very well in the UK.
It has. It has done very, very well. So we're really excited about that. But it'll be released here in the States, hopefully by early fall, late summer is what we're aiming for.
I heard your title cut.
Okay.
I like that. With
the title of the album, the
My Skin.
Oh,
Yes,
good,
yes,
good,
I heard
good,
that.
good.
I have to say this. It's kind of like reminds me of classic R&B. I have to say this. It has a lyrics driven, which is very pleasant as opposed to music
Just
and
beat driven. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can see where there's a jazz influence in the music.
Good, you're good. Yes, no, yeah. I'm a songwriter, so lyrically, that means a lot to me. I want to tell stories. But yeah, jazz. I did a lot of jazz growing up. Jazz ensembles, jazz show choirs. I played the piano. My father was a big jazz fan and musician. So jazz is definitely a part of my music and who I am. So,
Yeah, it was a nice track, very pleasant, and you sang in such a way that I could hear all of the words. I could understand what you were saying.
Yeah.
There wasn't any hooks out there like this.
Yeah. No, you know what? It's funny because I think nowadays with music, we are really getting caught in. The technology of music right now can do a lot to voice, to vocal stuff, and also. And not to, I don't mean to, I think everybody, every artist has their thing, but I think the more a person can do kind of acrobats or sometimes with their voice, you lose the integrity of what the song is trying to do because you're just trying to follow all the, they call it riffs or, and sometimes it works, sometimes it's great and it works, but I tend to be more of a straight ahead singer.
Well, it was very clear. And so you're going to plan a States tour.
Yes. What we're doing is it's kind of unique. I have my own music company, and so I am doing all this on my own with my company and my label more or less. And so what's cool about that, you can kind of do how you want to do. So you can kind of go outside the box. So what we're trying to do right now is just get I'm new. People are just trying to get to know me. So we're doing more promotional kind of touring and get people. They're hearing the song slowly now. They're starting to be played on radio here in the U.S. But we want people to get to know me more. So we'll probably do a little bit of a promotional tour and then come back and do more of a concert kind. Just because when you're a new artist, it takes them a minute to know who you are, right? So you kind of have to do a double take. So
now you're a mother, a wife. And then basically you're self-producing.
Yeah. I'm busy.
Which makes you a businesswoman.
I had it's so funny. I do a lot of social media, obviously, trying to do this. And one of the things I just posted was, it just really hit me. Like you're not just an artist. You're like a serious entrepreneur right now because this is a serious business. It is. And then I'm a mom, and that's a business at home. Like just keeping the household going.
Not
and
one,
everything.
but 2 kids.
2 boys.
Moms and boys are good. That's good.
That's true. The boys love their mommies, but they're boys. So and they're boys. They like to be outside. They play ball. They're all that. So, but it's good. It's good.
So where do you call home?
Okay, so I'm based in Chicago. That's where I'm raising my family. But I was raised in Denver, Colorado. So that's home. And then temporary home, I guess, is Chicago. So.
Well, how did you get this? Most artists go here before they cross the pond, as they say, and branch out in Europe. And you seem to be doing it the way around.
I know, I'm just doing everything opposite, right?
Yeah, but that's a good thing, though. I look at Tina Turner's wonderful comeback. Let's Stay Together, but was a hit in Europe before it became a hit here. So sometimes you have to think outside of the box and make things work. And
I think it happens more than people really think. Pharrell, the song Happy, it didn't do anything when he tried to originally, when they first tried to release it in the States, it wasn't moving, they weren't picking it up. And so they actually went abroad and they lit fire, and then that's what made it, And so it happens a lot. I'm not Pharrell, but I knew doing this album, the producers that were involved have an international feel to their music, and they have an international following on their projects. So we already knew that Europe was going to be definitely a big target point. It was, and we weren't sure, you know, which would catch fire. And we did. Our very first release from the album is a song called Be Here. And Be Here was first released here in the United States. And it did well. It got to number 28 on the Billboard, so it did really well. But I knew that there was this whole other audience that exists internationally and abroad, and I wanted to tap into that. So I actually released another song specifically to get out that way. It's titled Wednesday Girl. And that just took off. It did a really, really nice job, and that's what allowed us. Once that momentum kicked up, we needed to release the album there first.
So you're doing something on May 9th in the UK.
Yeah, I am. There is a big festival in the UK called Southport Weekender, and in the UK for soul music, soul jazz music, they do what's called weekenders, which are like mini festivals more or less. But Southport Weekender is one of their largest ones. It's actually the probably largest one. Layla Hathaway is headlining it. It's a major one. So yeah, I am going to be going across the pond to, and that'll actually be my first live performance in the UK.
You're going to be in great company.
No, I've been looking at the, and they keep adding artists and everything, so yeah, I'm excited, very excited about it.
So what can we expect you to do something here?
I know.
Well, we can hear you because if you haven't heard this music, go on YouTube and pull her up. She's incredible. The music is wonderful. And again, like I said, it is vocal driven, which is really nice, and it's refreshing.
Thank you.
Very refreshing.
Yeah, no, we are planning now for the U.S. stuff. The biggest thing that's a little bit different with the United States is, you know, I do a combination of soul and jazz. So that genre of music abroad is it's a big format. It's very supported. In the United States, it's not that it's not supported, it's just in radio airplay and the different formats, it's a little bit harder to find.
It's more compartmentalized.
Yes, exactly. And so we're just really trying to get things released kind of slower here so that people can kind of figure out who I am, and then we'll do our tour around that. So I'm hoping that we, you know, mid to late summer, we can start, you know, doing some things.
You know, I wish you the best of luck. You know, again, it's unfortunately how it works is you have to inundate them with sound. Almost like Pavlov's dog, keep ringing the bell, and then they finally wake up. And then so many artists who have something different to offer always don't get that push.
Right.
But I'm hoping that it
I think it'll happen. I mean, again, having my own company and doing this on my own, I've been able to build a team, and we're all on the same page, and we're all, you know, strategizing and, you know, really trying to understand how we can do this the best way, you know, to get people to hear it. And it's funny, they've done studies to show that a person needs to hear a song almost 100 times before they can actually be like, okay. And it's the only reason why I may not feel like that is, you know, there's a lot of popular people here, and people gravitate toward popularity as opposed to, you know, if you didn't have the name Madonna attached or the name Beyonce attached and you were just hearing the song, the attachment would take longer. But because, you know, those people are so popular, you attach on them first.
And you know what else I'm finding is that the visual, now we live in visual music. I mean, it's some people will release a video out or video studio out, you know, and it's all
how smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. Wonderful tricks, and then when you actually hear the song without the visual, you're very disappointed. Right. And I mean, a video will make a song or break a song. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm glad that I was listening to your music this morning. In fact,
good.
It was what a nice way to start the day. I have to say that.
Thank you very much. And I listen to it still too, and I'm like, you know,
well,
I know that can be hard. It's just sometimes you don't want to, you know, but no, because I'm hoping that the listener will, enjoy it and feel a little bit refreshed and not, you know, I don't want it to be too hard or too, you know, I don't want anybody slitting their wrist or, you know, I don't want all of that. At the same time, I want to be realistic, you know, and relatable. So.
Again, thank you for taking the time out and much continued success.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.